What's up, my friends? Dan the Man here. Today we're just scruffing out, itching our ears, our nose. I don't know. Now I got the cat coming. She can jump up here, I guarantee you. She thinks I'm talking to her. Yeah, so what's up? I'm trying to make a video here. Huh? Yeah, a video right here. You see the camera? Every time. She's gonna stick her butt in my face now. Oh, Lord. You're such a turd. I'll be back, my friends. I got something in the mail. Vape mail. And I'm pretty sure it's the Gear RTA, which, yeah, I've been waiting to get. It's going to be a little late, but I don't care. Did I mention that today's just going to be just a lazy bum day? Let's bring her down, my friends. Bring her on down. Look, I'm cutting away from myself. I really feel like this is a good way to cut myself. All kind of packaging, isn't there? Yeah, man. Ooh, look at that. I like that. Focus in there, focus in. Boy, that's sharp like that. I gotta admit, I really dig that. OFRF, which apparently means off. OFRF. This kit contains the Gear RTA, a manual, Japanese cotton, an extra drip tip, Clapton coils, really, an extra tube, O-rings, and screws. Come on with the focusing. This, I'm not even going to start complaining about it. There we go. Let's open her up, man. Oh, rainbow. Damn it. Excuse me. Okay, beggars can't be choosers, but you know what? I'm not a beggar. But I don't like rainbow. But I do have a rainbow mod, so hell, why not, right? Look, I already ruined it. Just cut right into it, man. Isn't that horrible? Isn't that something? Boy, that's sharp. I really do dig that, I gotta admit. Authenticity? Oh, look, as Jay Hayes would say, the scratch and sniff. He comes up with the craziest shit, cracks me up. I wonder if he thinks about it beforehand or if he just comes up with it on the spur of the moment. Yeah, check that out. Nice. Ooh, that's plastic. Is that the extra tube they were talking about? Ooh. There's the cotton. That's not bad looking. Extra O-rings. Post screws. And an extra 510 pin. Gold plated. Not sure about that. Oh, and here's the clappings. You see those? 0.33 N80, so it's nichrome. Okay, so it is one's 38 gauge, one's 36. It must be a single core. Like, I don't remember. I just remember everybody liked it. Alright, so anywho, let's take a look at that. Here we go. Now you can see that it's a triple core. One's 38, one's 36. They're pretty nicely done, by the way. I make my own coils, so I know. I know! Darn it! I know everything! Ooh, look at this fancy little schmancy screwdriver, eh? Yeah, well, I got my own screwdrivers, thank you very much. And the manual. Let's pull this bad boy out of here. Whoa, look at that. Now, aside from the rainbow, boy, that's nice. Wow, first impressions, come on. Boy, that's sharp. Clean, whoops. There's the deck, protruding 510. I'm not sure I'd put it on the Mac, but to each their own, I guess. Oh, look at the deck. The deck's nice and clean, too. Need some light. And it's real super low profile. Boy, that is just going to be the flavor. I can just tell now. No. I'm not into this glass being stuck. I always hate that. I do. I really do. I dig the gear part right there. I can't help myself. I like it. There's the fill ports. Huge fill ports. But I'm not going to mess with it right now because I want to vape this thing. Okay, there's a drip tip. Yeah, let's put this back together for a second. I want to see that drip tip on there. It's taking too much time. We got another drip tip too. Let's get that one out of here. Oh, a clear one, or I'm not sure I like the clear one. Always dropping stuff. It's okay. It's a weird looking drip tip. Isn't it? Isn't it a weird looking drip tip? Look at that. That's just strange. Oddly enough. It's comfortable. Cool. You know what? I'm going to build it. I should be back. Wait, you know what? Let's just put one of those coils. Put one of these bad boys in there. It's already there. I mean, heck, we're here, aren't we? Alright, well, let's come back down. Okay. Take her apart. Wait, you know what? I'm gonna go wash it. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. And I might as well put it on the only rainbow mod that I have. Was this moment? Sharon. Anywho's, let's do it. I did put an extra wrap on the bad boy. Alright. Well, those are, you know what, I just, the one thing I can already tell that I don't like are the flathead screws. Thank you very much. Flathead screws are just a pain in the butt. I mean, I don't understand why people still use them. They're good for some things, okay, but definitely not this. Alright, I'm gonna have to look at this a little closer. I was hoping hold on a minute, please. Okay. I was gonna just put it in and then come back, but I wanted to show y'all just how easy this is to build, okay? Look at how easy this is. Okay, and also, I would think you want coming out the bottom like that is right there. Look at that. Fit right in there perfectly. Alright, let's bring it down a little. So no, I mean, that's in there right there. Exactly perfect. Well, let's just tighten it. Sorry. Okay. Man, talk about simple. Alright, give it a crank. Crank it down. Good connection. I don't know, man. That was easy. That was easy. I mean, of course you want it. You want to make sure that, you know, the build is long enough to fit like that, but dang. Alright, now let's cut the lead, see how easy that is. Wow. Okay, that was a nice little cut right there. Alright, now I just need to look in my magnifying glass right quick at it, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, so that's a 3mm diameter, but I want to glow it. Let's see what the ohms are. Old coil. No. New coil, duh. That's not good. First of all, that's too high, obviously. 200 watts. Still. Alright, now it's 0.28 ohms, right? But we want to get out of this. Let's do variable wattage, normal, and let's drop it. It's 0.28 ohms, right? We want to bring it way down so that we can glow our coils proper. You don't want it too hot or you just burn them up. Still. You can tell it's starting to, but I'm not really sure why. Okay. We're getting some nice color out of it. Let's drop the wattage some more. We'll go down to 21. Getting there. I figured I might as well just go through the process. You want to be gentle on your coils. I see people strumming the shit out of them, and I don't think that's a bad thing. It's just not the way I do it. I do it gentle. I want to be gentle. Okay, now let's get the hot. Let's get. You see that right down there? Now I do want to strum that just a little bit there. I want to get that out of there. Huh. Still there. Alright. I'll strum the inside. But you see how gentle I am with it? I'm not getting real crazy with it. There we go. There it is. There it is. Now it looks on the screen like it's just I'm glowing it too hot. But it only looks like that on the computer. It's not going to get too hot at 21 watts. 0.46 ohms. What was the ohms before? I thought it was 0.2 something. Ooh, look at the nice blue color. Yeah, one of the things I love about nichrome, man. Get some gorgeous colors out of it. And now it's a light blue. And pretty much you want to get it back to the color it originated with. And you know what? It takes time. We're at 24 minutes. Mainly because of the glowing I just want. And plus I'm not getting my mod too hot or the coil. And that's okay right there. That's not too hot. Alright, so there, look at that. That's blue on the ends a little bit still. But my impatience has wants me to stop now. Don't you hate that when I do that, right? Anyways, that's gorgeous. We're gonna let it cool down. I'll put some cotton in it. Okay, it's cooled down. And of course, I'm going to be using F5 cottons. F5 Premium Pima Cotton by F5 Cottons. I've been using this for years and I like it a lot and I probably won't change. I've tried other stuff. For whatever reason, and I don't understand exactly, but cotton is a very personal vaping accessory. People get a little uptight over their cotton sometimes, you know? It's interesting. It's an interesting anyways, whatever, I'm babbling. And whenever I start a video, I always forget. It's like I turn dumb. Who cares if I have an education? Which I don't. Or I do. I don't even know. I went to school somewhere. Even went to college somewhere. Anywho, let's get this going. Yeah. There we go. I like it nice and tight. Okay. Now, I watched a couple reviews on this when it first came out. I haven't watched anything since. So, I'm not exactly sure. Okay, my friends. Let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? You guys get to watch me fumble around with this a little bit. Wow, that's for sure too much cotton. That is for sure. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna trim this cotton down. I mean, it's thick. The cotton's thick. It's going into that tiny little. I mean, you can see it there, and the wick is practically right, or the coil is practically right on top of it. So I'm gonna trim down somewhat. There we go. Yeah. Now, I do not like little fuzzies in my mouth at all. Yeah, I think that's perfect, actually. I feel like that's perfect. Usually, you just want it to the top, but this, I think, obviously, it's going to fill up right down in there, right? Right down in there. And so, I think you could stick it all the way down through and it'd be okay. It's almost a floating deck, right? But I'm gonna do it like I normally. And you want a little bit of space too. You don't want it to be choked. You don't want it too stuffed in there. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually vaping a commercial juice I'll be using on this one. Taffy King Cotton Candy Taffy. Believe it or not, this stuff is actually pretty good. I have a hard time with commercial liquid. I DIY, and normally I can't vape. Usually commercial stuff sucks. I got this from flawlessvape.com, and they got these deals, $20, 600 mil of e-liquid. They choose, but it's all premium and it's all pretty good. So they say. I've only tried a couple, and this is one of them. All right, let's get to. All right, I'm back. 0.44 ohms. I'll put it at 42 watts. Let's see how it. Ooh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Now, the reason I do this on an RTA is so that I can make sure that I actually did a decent job wicking it. And it does look like I did a decent job wicking it, doesn't it? All right, let's do this, my friends. I'm excited. Look at this little bugger, man. It's just sexy. It's real handsome, man. I really like the looks of it. And you know what? Even the rainbow, man, it freaking goes good with this tank, with this mod right here. Look at how big the portholes are. I mean, that's so perfect and easy. Everything about this has been easy so far. I really hope we get some decent flavor out of this, man. Man, that looks good to me, man. There we go. Nice and easy now. What do you guys think? It's wide open. And now I don't like a lot of airflow. I'm a restricted long type vaping mofo. Now, I'm not getting any popping. It's not popping up into my mouth because obviously the coil is pretty close to your mouth, right? I mean, you can see it. Can't you? You see that bad boy in there? Let's get some light on the situation. Yeah, you see it? I do. I see it. Look at that. I mean, it's right there. Yeah. Man, it is too. It is. Like, I'm not. I mean, that's so close. Like, I feel like that. I might want to push it lower. All right. I feel it's flooding just a little bit. Probably I trimmed them just a little too much. Let's crank up. Let's crank it up. Let's go to 48. We can go higher. 53. All right. I just burnt my tongue. That's why I usually expel first before I suck in. And since I'm gonna need to re-wick this. Nice. Man, I like it. $53 watts is just right. Now, I can go lower. Let's say 46 and shut down the airflow a little bit. Wow, man. Wow. The flavor coming off of this is spectacular. Yeah, I'm going to need to re-wick it. But that's okay. It's okay for now. It's, really, the reason wow. I'm sucking down the juice. It's a little too warm. Bring it down to 41. Man. The Gear RTA, everybody. By OFRF. OFRF. I think I heard someone say it's supposed to be off. I'll look that up. And I'll do. I'm gonna come back and tell you how I think about some of the gear after it's been a while. You know, a few months. It's a little. I wouldn't say whistly when you shut it down, but it's loud. Wide open's not bad. Look at how much juice is. It's a juice guzzler, boys and girls. All right, man. This is Dan the Man. You know what? Let's talk about it. I like, believe it or not, I do like the drip tip. It's a 510. And I do have other 510 drip tips. Yeah, I used to collect them, right? And they've given a whole bunch away. Ooh, look at that. You know what? I think that fits on there. Ooh wee. Huh? Is that perfect? It really is. Wow. That drip tip was meant for this RTA, my friends. Yes, it was. I really do. I like that, man. Look at that. And, you know, I'm not a big fan of the rainbow, but pretty sharp looking, man. If it works. Would I recommend this? Yes. To a beginner? Yes. To an intermediate vapor? Yes. To a pro that gets paid to vape? Yes. I recommend it. Now, you're like, dude, you just opened it. I'm gonna be vaping on this all night. I can tell. I already know that this is gonna be in my rotation now. Peace, my brothers and sisters. Oh, man, you know what? I'm an idiot. We're at 40 minutes. Should I even post a video that's 40 minutes long? That's insane. 40 minutes. I didn't pay for this. I got it from my friends at HealthCabin.net. I'll leave a link. I'll leave a link where I got the juice too. It's a cotton candy taffy. And if you'll look, there's little blue raspberries on the, you know, the artwork there. And it's tasty, man. It doesn't go that good in a sub-ohm tank because it's a mild flavor, which I appreciate personally. But it does go good in this little bad boy. Man, look at that. I'm almost out. Anywho, man, I am so glad they sent this to me. That makes me happy. Now, I used to think if you're not paying for your own gear, there's no way you can judge it, but I was wrong. Yes, I was wrong. You can judge it. And I judge that. I am so glad I got this. If someone stole this from me, I would go and get another one. I would pay for it with my own money, and we all know how much of a cheapskate I am. And this is only, what, 10 minutes of vaping? I mean, 42 minutes of vaping on it? No. Because I've only had it built for a few minutes now. Yeah, baby. Yeah. This is Dan the Man signing out. Peace. Peace, my brothers, my sisters, my vaping family.